everyone. Happy Music Monday. We're here with Mikaela Swan. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yes, yeah.
All right, cool. I forgot to, ask that beforehand, like I normally don't, and just try to go for it. And you're tuning in from Australia.
Yeah.
We could be typical and just say, "How is it down under?"
Right? I mean, everyone asks that anyway. But no. No,
And
it's
good morning to you there.
We just reached the afternoon, actually.
All right.
So, yeah.
Oh, Mal, you're muted again.
Yeah.
We
there's
lost
no sound.
We lost your mouth. Try again.
It's nothing.
Hello. No, you got denied. I don't know. You're not muted. You might have to log out and come back in again. But hi.
Hi.
I think you have to log out and log back in again. It's your Chrome. You didn't update it, I guess. All right. Well, she'll be back in a second in the other zone here. But we just why don't you introduce yourself? What you got going on? You're a drummer, an artist. You got a lot of awesome stuff. So why don't you let everyone know what you got going on?
My name is Mikaela Swan, and basically I am a musician and an artist. I do like my covers on Instagram and TikTok kind of thing, and I also play in a few bands, and basically just this year has been kind of just focusing, I guess, like on my social media and building my social media presence. I recently launched my own art business as well. I think that's pretty much all. that's the whole thing that I do. It's very fun. I really, really enjoy it. So yeah.
Nice. Are you back? No, Mel, we can't hear you.
There's nothing.
Maybe you should pull out the headphones and put them back in. Hello?
Wait, we can hear you there.
Hello?
Oh, yeah. I think that worked.
It's not echoing?
No.
There's some background noise, but it's not bad as of right now.
Your time and see. Hello?
Now we hear you.
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah, so maybe just don't move any sudden movements.
Okay. Maybe it's my headphones going bad.
Maybe.
All right.
Nice. Oh, we got. I want to say hello to everyone in the chat. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to throw them in there. We got some fresh coffee, so we could start with. Do you like coffee, and how do you like it, or are you a tea? I know in Australia, coffee is a major thing there.
Yeah.
Like everywhere you go, you could get a coffee on any 5 steps.
I mean, it is true. There's literally like if you go down the road to my house, you'll have a coffee store on one side, and then on the other side of the road, like you just have to walk across the road. You have another 3 on the other side, and it's insane. No. Personally, I'm not a coffee drinker. I don't drink coffee at all. I don't touch it. I drink it. I usually drink teas. I love my teas, but I don't know. Like coffee makes me really nervous and shaky, really bad shaky, that much, and I'm I just can't hold anything, so I prefer not to go there.
Yeah, then sticks would be flying, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have played drums on coffee before. It was the worst idea I've ever done in my life. I never going back to that. But yeah, no, definitely a big tea drinker. I do like hot chocolates as well. It's actually quite nice. Anything but coffee.
Do you put milk in your tea?
Yes. Oh, it depends on the tea though. It's very, very half-half. If I'm having I won't put milk in green tea or chai. Oh, it depends on the chai actually. Or ginger and lemon, but some Earl Grey or something that I'll put a little bit of milk in.
Gotcha. Oh, speaking of, I just bought a chai that I found this weekend. I'm very excited to try it. Annie, you'll have to come over and have some chai with me.
What's the tea?
Oh, I love chai.
Well, come on over from Australia and come have a cup of chai
Okay.
with us.
I'll get on a plane.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
come
we got-
over.
Hop the next flight over.
I did when I was there. I know they have a lot of what did I try? Macadamia nut milk,
I
which is
love
really
that.
good.
Mm.
Which you don't see a lot here. We just started on the oat milk trend here in New York. I think that's taken off finally.
Oh, it's the exact same with Australia. Oat milk
Yeah.
is literally just taken off recently,
Yeah.
and I'm just here at my part-time job, and it's like it's actually insane.
There's
It'll
a brand
die down.
called Milkademia that I've been drinking for years. It's so good. Annie, have you
Oh,
tried
I've tried that one. It's actually quite nice as well.
Okay.
I do like that.
What about the bubble tea there? I found so much good bubble tea there. If you're into it.
The bubble tea, not so much Sunny Coast, but Brisbane, there's so many. So many. Like the university I go to, there's about like 5 just in the university area.
Yeah.
And then you go to the city and it's like 1 every 2 shops.
That's like
too
pizza
many.
and bagels over here on Long Island. Everything's pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza and
Pizza's
bagels.
pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no! Matt said he just used the last of his oat milk.
Uh-oh. And we've got 2 questions at the same time that wanted to know what started your journey into drumming and when did you start? So those were right together.
I'll start with like
Who, what, when, and
when. I'll start when.
All right.
Basically, like when I was a little kid for Christmas, my parents got me like a little hi-fi like set with the plastic drum, and you had like your recorder and the tambourine and everything. And I really enjoyed the little plastic drum. And I know like I was pretty drawn to that, and my parents could see that. So in grade 3, it was kind of like I wanted to get a little bit of lessons. So in grade 3, I got a little like reading, just like your theory behind it. But I didn't really do much with it. I was one of those kids who like got the music lesson and like told you a few things. I was like, yep, got it. And then I never did anything with it. And my parents were like, oh, you know, if we're paying for lessons and you're not going to use it at home, we might as well say drum kit. So that moment, it was kind of like a bit of a realization. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should get into it a bit more. So it was probably about like grade 8, grade 9. I started really, really taking it seriously. And I started kind of teaching myself how to like just play along to songs that I really enjoyed. So I just like chuck on a track and I just teach myself by ear the drum parts, and I do a little few covers. And I really enjoyed it from there, and it's kind of just been from there me playing every single day on the kit, and it's kind of gotten me to this stage. And I guess like what started my journey into drumming is I guess my dad saying that he's going to sell my drum kit. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe should. But also,
No.
I was like, no. But that was kind of the initial push of starting it from that stage in grade 8 and 9, because it was like where I actually really started to like take it seriously. And then I guess like a lot of inspiration came from my favorite drummer, Dave Grohl, as well, which pushed me a little bit more further and kind of took that initiative by myself. Had first the warning and first the initiative to actually do it. So, yeah.
Nice. And I see you have a giant leaf flopping around right now. It looks like you have a real one. I have the fake version painted on the wall over here.
I love my plants a lot, so it comes in handy. But yeah, he's kind of creeping over a bit.
Yeah, I wasn't sure at first if it was like an arm from someone creeping in, but I realized it was a plant. I was like, all right, we're good, we're safe.
Yeah, we're all good. But yeah, I love my plants. They're everywhere.
You name your plants?
This one's a fig leaf. So, and then I've got a lot of succulents. I've got a few ferns, cacti. I forgot the name of this one in front of me.
Do you
We
give
got
them
too
names,
many.
though?
No, I don't have personal names. Everyone said you could name them, and I'm like, I'm not naming my plants. There's too many in my room. No, thank you.
Is that Bruce snoring that I hear?
Maybe he just snorted.
I was gonna say I hear a snorting.
My dog, he doesn't breathe well. He's a Frenchie, so he is.
It's like
Yeah, he snorts a lot. I know you mentioned Dave Grohl before, which I just watched the Alanis Morissette documentary, and I don't know if you knew this, but Taylor Hawkins was her original drummer when he was super young. I didn't know that.
I did not know that either.
A long time, and I was like, wow. And you know, in the video they have all their early footage and stuff, and I was like, yeah, that's super cool. And had Dave Grohl come out on stage with them, and that's how they I think kind of met then. And I was like, how cool is that? But their chemistry together is like the cutest thing ever.
It's so close. I was lucky to see them live. And yeah, literally just those two on stage. It's just like you can't separate them.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I love it.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
Did your dad introduce you to the older greats like Neil Peart and Keith Moon?
Yes, I know, especially Keith Moon, probably more. I know when I was in school, we had like a graduation kind of ceremony, and they had to pick like one person from the school to kind of like open it. And I think the theme was like questioning like, who are you? And Dad obviously introduced a lot of the Who to me, but he was like, you should play Who Are You by the Who in front of the whole school. And I was like, okay. And yeah, so he definitely did introduce me to a lot of like older drummers, but that was probably he played a lot of old music in the car as well. Just every time we jumped in the car, he's like, you should play this song, and I listened to it and I'd be like, oh geez, okay, maybe later down the line. But no, that was probably that was actually probably the start of the covers, was actually Who Are You by the Who. That's the one that started it all. So yeah.
So as far as social media and playing all the drum covers, was that a pandemic situation where you were like, I'm stuck at home, I'm bored, I'm going to start playing, or were you doing that before the whole COVID situation?
No, only just started it this year, at the beginning of this year. Part of it was the pandemic, because I was like, okay, what am I going to do? I can't play shows. I was pretty bored. And the second part of it was actually a guy that I was seeing. He screwed me over actually pretty bad, and I kind of just had this realization moment after it. I was like, why am I waiting to get recognized in the music scene? Like, why don't I make my presence on social media like right now? And I did it in the pandemic, and it blew up pretty quickly. And I'm very thankful for it, because it has introduced me to finding a lot more artists through the social media, and I guess like having the opportunity to play with so many more bands through like session work, and it's obviously helped me find my bands that I'm currently playing with as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was a bit of both, a bit of the pandemic and also having a bit of a broken heart, and I was like, I'm gonna have a screw you moment and go for it.
So when one door closes, another opens, right?
Yeah.
No, what kind of setup do you have there?
So my setup, I don't know, I'm gonna see if I can do this. I basically have, I don't know if you can see that.
Yes.
Basically that's just my setup there. I have like a little stand over, and I just plug my laptop in whenever I want to go, and I just literally just start. I usually have like a camera that sits kind of near where my lamp on the floor is. And then outdoors, Dan and I usually just pick a spot, and we just like go film outside. So, but yeah, this is just my little.
Nice. Do you? Well, speaking of the drums, do you prefer electric drums over acoustic?
I like them both for different things. So, obviously, when I'm playing live, I love the acoustic. I wouldn't pick anything over it. But I think for like rehearsal or learning songs or just like practicing like rudiments at home, I do prefer the electric. especially when I'm listening to music, because it's a lot easier. I can like level out my drums to the music so I can actually hear the parts and get them down pretty quickly, compared to an acoustic kit. Like you have to blast your ears through the headphones and you could be playing as quiet as possible, and the drums will always be louder than the mix. So yeah, playing live when I'm playing with a band, I do prefer like acoustic kind of thing. It has a lot more of a feel. You can get into it a little bit more. But yeah, electric is definitely, I prefer to have at home, also because my neighbors hate the noise. Got to be respectful. And yeah, just rehearsing and things like that, I definitely prefer it. And the response is a little bit better if you're trying to pick up like a certain technique or something that I'm learning, stuff like that. So yeah.
As a non-drummer, I have an electric kit.
Yeah, I noticed in the background before.
Yeah. So like I'll mess around on it, and then I'll go to Mel. So I'll be like, "Hey, I tried this," and I'll be like, "No, it didn't sound like that at all." So I don't know if you get that, where like I play on like when you play on an electric kit, you're like, "Wow, that sounds great," and then you go on a real kit, and you're like, "I'm bad," you know. It's not what it thought it was.
Sometimes I have the other way. Yeah.
It's just all the different EQs and effects and everything on it, you know, because you can tune it so that it's like, you know, you sound like you're in a stadium when you're on the electronic kit, and then you go and you play on a real drum. It's like, boom. Oh,
yeah.
I was like, never mind. Here you go.
Actually, sometimes it's the other way around. Like I'll do a cool beat on the acoustic one, and I'll go home to do it on the electric one, and like very occasionally, like it just doesn't translate into the recording that I do in my kit. I was like, oh, this actually kind of sounds trash. Never mind. But the electric kit does actually have a lot of good moments. But sometimes if I'm doing something like, I don't know, like some weird thing where I'm going between everything, it just like, it always misses like one or two. And it's like, oh, okay. I don't even know where those one or two beats were that were missed, but I'm just going to leave it. So
now how do you go about mixing between the track and the drum tracks when you go to put it on social media? Do you do all the mixing yourself, or do you have someone else that you send it to? Or what do you do with that?
Most of everything I do by myself. So basically I'll just jump on, I'll hit record on my phone. Mm-hmm. And with the electronic kit, I have like a cable going from the kit to my laptop, which records the drums, and basically it has the audio at the same time. All I have to basically do is just like sometimes a cymbal hit will be like a ride. I'll just have to like tweak the sound a little bit if it's a little bit off. But I don't really do too much about it. I literally just record it. I try and level it out before I record it, and then I just bounce and put them together. So don't do too much to it.
Gotcha. Yeah. Definitely easier on the electronic kit than mixing with the acoustic, right?
Yeah, I literally just hit record. I'm like, cool. I'll sometimes change my plugins because I do plugins for a few drums. Just sounds. Like I'll make it sounding a little bit more like an acoustic kit than it does an electric kit. But apart from that, I don't really do anything to it. It sounds fine, I think.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm reading some of the comments we have here. Matt would like to know, any particular brand of drum kit, or do you prefer a Frankenstein kit?
Wait, what, a Frankenstein kit?
Like putting pieces together of all different kits.
Oh, okay. I've always loved Roland. I've tried Yamahas, I've tried Alesis, tried another no-name brand, but I know just from playing a lot, I think in terms of electric kit, I definitely go with Roland, just because I have a very hard-hitting style, and with the Rolands, like I go through, and like if I put a hole through my skin, I can literally just take it off. I've done that too many times. I literally just take it off and just whack a new skin on. Like I don't have to ever buy a new kit because I can just replace it so easily. Whereas my older kits when I was little, I just put holes through the rubber pads, and you can't if you want to replace that, it's going to cost you like $200. So I'm like, might as well get new kits. In terms of acoustic, I like to be surprised. I used to dislike Pearl heaps, but the kit I own right now is actually a Pearl. So I think it also just depends on what kind of skins they have and how well it's looked after, kind of thing. But I definitely, I do like my Pearls. I do like DWs. They sound beautiful. And probably Tama's actually a pretty good kit, but it's 50-50 on those ones, actually. So, yeah, I like to be surprised with my kits. Like, I can't really say because, like, one time I could be like, I just like those kits, but they can actually have a good model, and I've just tried all the bad ones. So,
yeah, that definitely differs a lot in the ranges of the kits when you're, the low end models compared to their high ends of each brand. It could differ so much. What are your favorite drum heads to use?
I use both Evans and I blank on the other one.
Remo? Aquarium?
Remo. Yeah, Remo and Evans I switch between. I think at the moment I have Remo on the snare and Evans on my tom skins, which I really like. So yeah.
That's
I haven't really used any of them. Yeah. I think that's because I just got it recommended and I've just like used it ever since from there because I really like the sound.
Yeah. So. Something about that Remo coated ambassador on the snare and then Evans on the toms.
Yeah. I gotta do all that stuff.
Yeah. So Matt has an interesting question here.
This is when the Music Monday chat goes weird. No.
Yes. This is where it gets exciting. Now time for a serious question. If you were to describe yourself as a salad dressing, which would you be?
I don't even know. I don't even eat a lot of salads. I don't even know what dressings there are.
Should we name a few to help you out?
Yeah, let's name a few.
All right. Well, we have your classic oil and vinegar, and your Italian, your Caesar. Then we have French, like all the creamy stuff. We have blue cheese. We have onion dressing. We have balsamic vinaigrette, raspberry vinaigrette. The fruity ones. What else, Annie? Thousand Island.
I'm gonna be a balsamic.
Why is that?
I feel like.
Is there a reason behind that?
Surely there has to be a reason.
I like it.
Yeah, I like
it. It counts as because you like it.
It could be sweet, but it can also be a little tart sometimes.
True.
I love the way you say tart.
Tart. It's a hard T.
Tart.
I reckon if I had to go with one, I'd probably go the fruity one.
All right. Like a little raspberry vinaigrette or something.
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like I'm very just fruity. I don't know.
All right.
I like to surprise people. I don't know. Like you think I do one thing, but then I just pull out another thing. Like I think it was 2 weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you do drums and art." And then I just rocked up to a gig once with the camera, and they were like, "What? Why are you taking photos?" So I was like, I don't know, I just got bored one day and I decided I wanted to take photos. And now I go to gigs and I take photos now. So apparently I'm a photographer. So I like to I get bored and I just pull something new out of nowhere. So
there we go. Speaking of, let's talk about your outfits for a second. Speaking of surprising people, I love that in all of your videos, sometimes like you're just wearing like, sweats or jeans and a t-shirt, and then all of a sudden you're wearing like a ball gown and you're still just rocking out on the drums. I love it.
That's my favorite part though, because I do it at gigs as well, and people rock up and they always think, "You're the singer, right?" I'm like, "No, I'm not the singer." And they're like, "Guitar," and I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Keys," and it's like drums is always the last thing, and they're like, "Surely you're not playing drums in ball gown?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course I am." I mean, you always gotta look good. I mean, yeah, the biggest thing I like to do is like go past people's expectations and do something interesting. Like, I played a gig once and I finished, and one guy came up to me and he's like, I can't believe you literally played a heavy metal set in like this long ball gown. And I was like, yeah, but I look pretty good in this ball gown and I look pretty sick. And he was like, yeah, it actually looked pretty like heavy metal. And I was like, see, you were not expecting, like, because he also came up to me before the gig and he's like, oh, what do you play? And I was like, oh, I play drums. And he's like, oh yeah, cool. And then he came up to me and he was like, okay, I knew you played drums, but I didn't actually think you played drums. And I was like, cool. Thanks. But I just love changing up my outfits and mixing it up a lot. I just really enjoy it. Like, I like to express myself through obviously my clothes and things like that, my outfits.
Nice.
It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I have a thing where it's like there's no such thing as being overdressed. Because
True.
if you rock it confidently, no one's gonna care. So.
You're right.
Yep. You seem very free spirited. I like it.
Yeah. I really just don't care. I just wear whatever I want to wear.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
All right, Matt has a lot of questions for you tonight. What are your hobbies outside of music?
Outside of music, I love to do my artwork. If I'm not drumming, I'm always drawing. If I'm not drawing, then I'll be like attending gigs and things like that. I've obviously picked up like the photography thing, so I really, really enjoy doing that as well. I'm a big reader. I like to read every single day. Then what else do I do? I literally just do a lot of drawing.
Speaking of, do you sell your artwork?
Yes, I do.
What's that? Where can everyone find it?
I have a website. It's mictangle.com.au. I don't know if I can put it in the comments. Probably not.
I think you can.
Oh wait, can I?
I think you can. If not, then I'll copy and
I probably
paste it.
I probably have to log in.
Is it on your link tree?
I believe it is.
All right.
think so.
Well, if not, you can find it through your through your Instagram,
Somewhere, somehow.
through there. You'll find it. Yeah, you'll get it. Yeah, I think your artwork is your wall next to your drum set. All of your drawings too that you have.
Yeah, this is my chalk wall that I've started.
Right.
And then
yeah, like that one. Yeah, on the side.
Yes, I've seen
there.
a picture of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm currently doing another big one, but it's
Nice.
a bit over there.
Do you have any sharks?
I don't have any sharks on my wall.
Okay, I love sharks. So if you ever make a shark one, tag me in it.
if I do a shark, it will be something mixed with it. I tend to mix a lot of things.
Oh, cool.
Like I do a lot of weird stuff.
Okay.
I don't know.
So wait, did you draw those reindeer in the back? Is that
Oh
what I'm looking
yeah,
at?
wait. Oh, it's the other side. Yeah, I did that with chalk.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's great.
That tree is beautiful too in the back. I like it.
Oh, thank you.
Very cool.
It's very. It is like inverted, so it's weirding me out.
Oh, Matt says he has all the questions because of the coffee.
Can you play Master of Puppets?
I actually have played Master of Puppets. Yes,
All right.
I need to do a full cover of it though. I finished uni recently, so I'm going to start doing full covers again. I kind of got a little bit off track, and stopped that for a little bit, but going back to it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So we have the snippets on TikTok and Instagram, and then the full covers on YouTube. Is that how we're doing this? All right.
Yeah. I need to get back on track with that one. I got a little bit off track.
What's your favorite one to do? TikTok, Instagram, YouTube?
I love Instagram. Probably like for the short stuff, definitely Instagram. I feel like, like you have your follower base and Instagram literally pushes it to your followers and new people. TikTok, it's really like half. Like it really doesn't. You have like your followers, but it really doesn't push it to your followers. It just pushes it out, and it just like hopes for the best. And I really don't like it because then I get like literally I get I get 2 messages every time I post, and they're like, I haven't seen you for a while. I haven't been posting much. And I'm like, I post every single day. It's just because TikTok's not like pushing it to my already existing audience, whereas Instagram does, and then obviously more people on the discovery. On top of that, which I prefer. YouTube, I definitely do like just for like the full cover kind of thing. It's a little bit different from my bedroom. Like I get to go outside and I play drums outside with my dad, and we do that for a little bit in the morning. And
Nice.
yeah,
That's cool. Awesome. Can we talk about some typical from being from the US? Can we ask you typical Australia questions?
yeah, okay, go.
Okay. So, what's your favorite animal there?
What's my favorite animal? Oof. That's a good question.
And do you have
I've
like
never thought about
kangaroos
that.
like there, like deer? Is that right? Is
We
it
don't
like
have
our
deer.
Like we
Yeah,
have deer that just roam like the highways sometimes. Like kangaroos are there just like because I think that's way cooler than deer.
Yeah, kangaroos are literally just everywhere. Like they'll just be on the grass across the road, and you just be like, okay, that's cool. It's just literally an average day. You'll see them all the time.
That's great.
Have you ever been kicked or like punched by a kangaroo?
Definitely not.
You don't want to.
No, I probably do not want to. I'm not.
I got
stupid
to meet
go
them.
near them.
Yeah, have you been to the koala sanctuary by it's in Brisbane because I was there and I got to meet a koala and a kangaroo there and feed them.
Yeah, the koalas really like dig their claws into you when you hold them.
Yeah, they're like, don't move. And you're like,
Yeah.
why? They're like, this is a bear. Remember they have koala bears. So you're like, oh, okay.
They literally just dig into you. It hurts. Yeah.
Oh, what about the snakes?
There's too many snakes. I don't like snakes.
Okay, I have a question because when I was there, every hotel room I went into, I checked all of the corners and I lifted all of the toilet seats because I heard that snakes come out of the toilet there. Is that something you've experienced?
I was at my grandparents' place once, and this massive snake just came out of it. I wasn't there, but I know my brother was, and he told me, and it was like I think it was a brown snake as well, which is even worse because that's like the worst one you can have. It just came out of the toilet, and it was like, oh.
We had a little gecko come out of the shower drain in Florida. That was fun.
Yeah.
We've had a huntsman. Actually, at my house, we've had a massive huntsman come out of the drain. Like probably about that big.
Oh.
We had a spider that big come out of the drain. Dad was like cleaning the shower and he turned the water on, and this thing just came out and he scared the living daylights out of it.
Oh my god.
We didn't kill him though. He just lives under our stairs.
Oh my god. That was like my worst fear there. Like I was on a constant like prowl. I was constantly checking corners and the toilet and the shower, and I was like mortified.
Like hotels and things like that, you don't tend to get them. It's more so like when you're out.
Yeah.
Like in North, kind of like if you're near like where we are, we don't get them. I haven't seen a snake around where we are, but like I go to my grandparents' place, which is North.
I saw a few snakes out in like the pathways that they have. They have a lot of like garden like areas to walk through, like in the cities, which is really awesome. But that's where I saw a few snakes. I'm just gonna walk this, but yeah, I was like, I have to ask about the toilet thing because like everyone's like, make sure you check the toilets. And I'm like, can you imagine? Like that's like awful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it happens.
And who do you call? You're like, hey, there's a snake in my toilet, or you just
there's a snake in my boot.
Yeah, pretty much. You just call the guys and they just get the snake.
Do you call the what is it, the Irwin Zoo? Because that's fine.
No, there's usually like guys that do it professionally, and I think they just set them free after that, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, we had to do that with one of my bandmates. When I was at
call a guy
place.
and get rid of him.
Yeah, we had to call a guy. There's a massive snake in the house, and we had to call someone. So that was fun.
What's your favorite Australian food?
I like lamingtons.
What's that?
I hate Vegemite. Don't.
I'm just gonna ask.
It was gross. I tried it.
Vegemite's it's disgusting.
Yeah,
I hate it. Some people actually like love it, but I just like it so much. Lamington is like a really like fluffy sponge cake, and it has like chocolate, like it's kind of like chocolate on the cake, and it has like sprinkles. It's quite nice. I like
Tim
that.
Tams.
Tim Tams are good as well. I like Tim Tams.
Those are cookies, right?
Yeah, kind of. They're like
you could get them.
Cookies.
Yeah, you could get them in the. There's some supermarkets that carry them out here.
Mm.
But I didn't know that, so I like packed like 5 boxes of them in my suitcases to fly them home from there.
And then you just found out this is some actually.
Yeah, and then like the week after, someone's like, "Hey, they sell these in the supermarket." Like, oh, well, they're originally from Australia. I brought them from.
Yeah, see, it has a little bit of value to it now.
Yeah, and because Matt just said the dark chocolate ones are delicious.
Both are good, dark chocolate and milk chocolate.
Yeah, and the caramel ones. See, now I want Tim Tams.
Yeah.
I haven't had them in a while.
But yeah, they're both pretty good. I mean, I don't think I dislike any Tim Tams except for the chocolate mint ones. I don't go there, but apart from that, I don't have a problem with those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How about favorite Australian band?
Australian bands. Oh, there's so many. At the moment, I'm liking Hockey Dad. I'm really in a Hockey Dad mood. I posted a cover of theirs the other day because we're doing like Australian music kind of thing, and they actually responded and they're like, "Well, this is really cool," and I was like, "What?" I said, I was like, "Whoa!" I showed one of my friends, and he was like, "No way, Mickey!" And I was like, "Yeah." And I had to show it. And he was like, "That's actually insane." And I was like, "I know." So I think I've been listening a lot to Hockey Dad at the moment. Otherwise, there's a lot of people. There's a girl called Psycho who's going really well at the moment. Asher Jeffries and things like that. So yeah, it's a bit of everyone.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like the when I was on tour down there with the Living End. They're amazing.
Oh yeah, they're good as well.
They're so good.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Dan Kirby?
No, I haven't.
He's an Australian drummer who's amazing. Definitely check him out.
Dan Kirby. I'll write it down, actually.
Favorite breakfast food, but in Australia, isn't it brekkie?
No,
right?
I just call it breakfast.
Okay, but that's what they say on the signs, right? I'm like, oh, we could get brekkie.
What? No,
that's just for the dumb American tourists.
That's for us. They caught us. They caught us with their brekkie.
I was like, I have not seen anyone who says brekkie. Most of the time it's breakfast.
It would always be like, hey, come in for brekkie. I'm like, cool, they got stuff. I saw those signs everywhere.
That's how they know you're American. That's
I went to the touristy places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so here's a fun question. What's the weirdest thing you've seen a tourist do?
Tourist do?
I mean, it could be anyone, because...
I don't know. Wait. I think.
Are you in a touristy area or like?
Yeah, but it's been so long since we've had tourists, so it's really
right. Because we're not allowed
lockdown and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think the last time I saw someone. I mean, most of the time people just ask me for directions, but it's usually when I'm just got to the place and I don't know where I'm going.
I don't know either.
I don't know either. I know some person came in, I don't know where I was. I was at a coffee shop and someone actually thought I worked there. And she's like, can I cross this line here? And I was like, no, because it's double lined and there's also an island in it unless you plan on driving over the island and probably ruining your car. But go ahead if you want to. But I'm assuming that was maybe a tourist. But it's been so long, so I can't actually remember. That's just probably the dumbest thing someone's actually asked me, though. Who I don't know, is if they can drive over an island. And I was like, no.
What about the, they're not, like the trains, like the trams you have in the street? They're like, to pay is on like an honor system, which I find very interesting.
Like when we pay, we usually just have like transport cards and you just like tap and you go.
Right. But if you don't have them because some tourist didn't know where to get them. I just rode the train. I was like, I'll pay if someone comes up to me. It's like, here's your money.
I can't believe you got through that because they have like people who check your tickets now.
No one's ever checked my ticket there, and I was like, wow, people are so nice here. They're just on the honor system. This would never happen in New York.
No, we actually have people checking now. I was on the train the other day, and these people came through, and this guy like gave me a ticket, and they were like, "This is from 3 months ago," and he was like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't realize." And I was like, "How do you not know this ticket from 3 months ago?"
It's all your fault, Annie. They started checking because of you.
Yeah, because of me. I rode the train twice, and now me.
But apart from that, you usually have like ticket machines that you go up to, and it's literally just a box, and you just like grab your ticket, say where you're going. Yeah. Most of the time you get that from there, so
good to know.
They'll be checking now, so
yeah, they're checking now.
They have a poster of you.
Yeah, they're like, don't let this girl in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to put my coins in, it didn't work.
Well, they have like some train stations where you go, they have like little things like gates now, so you actually have to pay for your ticket, because if you didn't, then you can't actually get through, and you're just going to be stuck at the train station.
I've done that, but it's the ones that are like on the street, like the outside, like I don't know, what are they, trams?
Like the buses or trams?
Guess the ones on like on the line in the middle of the street.
Oh, like the trams. Yeah, that's down in Melbourne and Sydney, like Brisbane, I was Sunny Coast area. We don't actually have trams, so
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, trams. Yeah, I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, so basically, you could just go on.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Right.
That was the question I'd like to know. Is Weird Al famous there?
Weird Al famous there. Who's that?
Guess not. Like, there's your answer.
I guess not. He does like parody songs, for like all famous bands and stuff.
Okay, well, I could know him, but also not know him. So let's look him up.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm offending people. Like, maybe. No,
just like parodies of all different types of music.
I definitely do not know him, so props not.
Yeah.
All right, there's our answer. So, did we answer the question? Favorite type of breakfast food?
Oh no, favorite type of breakfast food. I love my oats. I get up every single day, and I'm like, I want oats.
All right. Are these overnight oats, or are they instant oats?
Everything. Oh no, not instant oats. Ew. I usually do my own. Like I'll make my own overnight oats, or I'll make porridge or something. I just like to make my own breakfast. Or I'll have smoothie bowls. I like smoothie bowls as well, like acai bowls. They're pretty good.
I love my
I switched up.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah,
they're pretty good.
Have you seen the movie My Cousin Vinny? Is that popular over there?
I haven't seen that movie. I don't watch a lot of movies, so I can't really say if it's popular, because I'm probably like that one person that just doesn't watch a lot of movies, so I can't really say. so yeah, it's probably not the best.
Sounds like that's always me. Annie's always like, "Have you seen this movie?" Or she'll like be quoting some movie, and I thought she just made up some funny thing.
Yeah.
And like months later, I'm like, "Oh, that was from a movie." Oh, okay.
Maybe Jackknife will get famous enough called "Calling All the Creeps." Okay, so funny story about we have our new single about "Calling All the Creeps." When we recorded this song, we were doing gang vocals for this, and our producer thought we were saying crepes. So one time we actually did say crepes at the end, and we couldn't even like do it with a straight face. We'd all just start cracking up. We're like, calling all the crepes.
And then we just got really hungry, and we all wanted crepes.
Yeah, an original mix at the end. It's I think at the end it was like calling all the crepes. Who wants crepes? There's like a little soundbite at the end.
Yep.
I'd do that. I'd probably do that.
Yeah. It didn't make the final cut, but it's in an earlier version, for us for us to have.
Just a
Now
little
I want crepes right now.
And savor the crepes, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of do feel like crepes, eh?
Yeah. Crepes are really good.
Yeah,
Mm.
can we go get some after this?
Yeah. Where can we get crepes?
A diner?
Maybe.
And they're all night IHOPs. And they're only open late.
Maybe.
I'm getting surgery tomorrow and I'm not allowed to eat past midnight, so
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
we got like an hour and a half when we're
Yeah,
done.
I'm taking Mel's tonsils out tomorrow, so everyone wish me luck.
Yeah, she
but
watched a
also
bunch of
wish-
YouTube videos to
Yeah.
learn how.
But wish Mel luck on her tonsil surgery.
Oh,
Just kidding, Annie's not doing it.
good luck, good luck.
You can learn anything on YouTube.
Right? I mean,
Pretty much. It's true.
Have you met a quokka there?
Quokka? No, I
Yeah.
haven't.
Do you know what they are?
Yeah, there's. I think they're really, really big birds.
No, they're these
believe.
little marsupial
the little ones.
rodents. Yeah, they're on Rotten Nest Island off of Perth.
No, I haven't been to Perth, so probably
Oh my!
not.
You have to go there. It was amazing, and you live there, so you have to just
Yeah.
fly
Just
there.
go. I mean,
Oh.
at the moment, the borders
Yeah.
aren't open yet, so we're kind of all just stuck in
So
our
you can't
little
travel
sections.
within Australia.
No.
So when I went there, I didn't realize. I knew Australia was big, but I didn't really realize it's like big like the U.S. Like if you're
Yeah.
gonna fly from like Perth to Brisbane, it's like flying from California to New York. I just didn't realize that, and also what I thought was interesting was touring there. You have to fly all of these places. Do you tour there like as a local band? Like going from Brisbane to Sydney, you would have to fly really because the roads aren't completely.
Yeah.
Like, there's not really a road to go and do that, right?
I mean, you can
is, but
drive.
Yeah,
It's just really long.
like there's
it
not much
probably
in
takes-
between, right? Like
No, not really. But I know like some people have driven it. It just takes them a really long time. I mean, my bands have only really just started like gigging things like that. So we're kind of only just been doing Queensland at the moment. So yeah, I haven't had the experience of traveling around Australia just yet, but it's something to look forward to. So
yeah.
once
So tell us
everything
about your bands.
Sorry?
Tell us about your bands. You said you're in 2 bands?
I'm in 3.
Okay.
So first one's like Happy Valley. It's kind of like ambient, kind of like rock stuff. And we're released one single. We're about to release another one this Friday. So yeah, just like getting heaps of songs out at the moment, just because of lockdown and everything. Big Blue Eyes is like a kind of like an indie kind of band that one of my best mates started, and we all kind of just joined from there. We've got an album out, and we're currently just working on a few songs at the moment. And then the third one is Bronze Age. It's kind of a little bit of a younger band. Getting an EP out, but I'm not quite sure what's happening at the moment. Yeah, it's a bit of a hit and a miss at the moment, but I guess we'll see what happens. So
are venues opened and you just can't travel between places, or are venues kind of still shut down?
Venues open at the moment. We've just hit full capacity, but we can't travel anywhere out of Queensland at the moment. Same with everyone else. The border's open, I believe, 17th of December. So people will be able to travel and things like that after that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
For just Australia, right? Because then you're still not.
Yeah. Just Australia. Everywhere else, I think, yeah, you'd have to have like some kind of special thing that you have to go to outside. So, yeah.
Craziness.
Yeah.
It's a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to New Zealand?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
When I was really, really young, though. So it's been a while. We went on like a family holiday kind of thing. So
Nice.
Very
So we have a question in the chat. Do you have a cherished childhood memory that sticks out?
Cherished child. Oh, I have a cherished memory that sticks out to me forever. One of my favorite kind of like drummers, alongside Dave Grohl, is like Emerson Brett. And I know 2019 they came to Australia, and they played like their tour kind of there. And I remember going to that concert with one of my best mates, and I got to meet him, and it was like the best moment of my life because I got to have my drumsticks signed and everything. And I got to have a chat to him. I think that's still probably one of my most favorite cherished memories that I have so far to date, is just being able to meet my favorite drummer. And it wasn't like in like a massive stadium. It was like a small venue, so it was pretty like close and personal as well. It wasn't just like paying for VIP and seeing them for like 2 seconds and things like that. Like we all got to have a chat to all the band members. Like they came out and just like casually had a chat to everyone, which I thought was really, really lovely. So yeah.
Speaking of drumsticks, I have to show you guys this. How adorable. I got this in the mail. Some fan mail from a little boy named Noah. And an explanation from his mother.
Yes, these are apparently drumsticks.
How
These
cute is
are
that?
That's great.
Little sticks there.
That is
You
so
should-
cute.
You should try
Thank
to
you,
draw
Noah.
some back and send it back to us.
His drums were definitely better than mine would be, so I sent a thank you video back.
Yeah.
That's so cute. But yeah, I actually think I have the drumsticks. Wait. I have them in front of me somewhere. Oh, I do. Okay, grab them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I hear them.
What? Is it that loud? Oh no, my headphones are actually stuck. Yeah. I managed to get them signed.
Nice.
Oh wait, there.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We're almost at our hour mark, so I just want to make sure that we kind of replug everything that you got going on. We mentioned your bands, but and everyone can get all of your links on Linktree. But why don't you just give another little thing, little thing about yourself.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me as well. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
Thank you for joining us. But yeah, and on Linktree you can find all of her Instagram and art page and photography page, all that fun stuff on there. So make sure you follow her on all the social medias.
And the link for all 3 bands are on there as well? Or
I think I know all my bands in my Instagram bio. I know like if some things aren't in the Linktree, I definitely have it all in my Instagram kind of link that I have. You just click on it and it sends you to everything.
all right, so everyone go check that out and click all the links and like and subscribe and
All that fun
all
stuff.
that stuff. Click stuff.
So if you forget the Linktree one, it's always in my Instagram. So
Yes.
yeah, definitely.
Mel usually ends with the last question, but I have one more question before Mel's. Another, Australian question. What do you call shit tickets?
What is that?
So someone in Australia told me shit tickets were toilet paper.
What? I've never heard that in my life.
You're very gullible tourist, Nanny.
I guess so. Also, which I knew it was on purpose, but one of the people told me to call everyone the C word there as as a mate thing.
No, you just got bamboozled.
The Australians bamboozled me.
That's how you get punched by a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just call it toilet paper. And
But I thought shit tickets is a great name for toilet paper.
I've never heard that like once. I didn't even know what that was. I don't know where you went, but some person was just like
I guess they were from Melbourne, the one that taught me all the dirty Australia words.
You just get in trouble everywhere you go. You got in trouble at, where was it, Argentina?
Oh yeah,
When
but
you tried
that
to get
was
fruit punch,
me
right?
trying to speak Spanish.
Yeah. Cursing some poor girl out. Trying to get
I
fruit
cursed some girl out in South
I
America.
mean,
by
if you use the
accident.
C word to someone, you'd probably just get slapped. Like, or
I mean,
just,
I did it as a fun way to people I knew, and they just thought it was funny. So then, but it was good. I never did it to, I'm like, I'm not. I think if you did say it to someone in a bad way.
I think if you just went up to someone and said that, like, they just either A, want to fight you, B, be really offended or upset, or someone will just start arguing with you. So
yeah, the people I are using it more as a mate thing, like, hey mate, hey, can't say it because we really don't like it here in the. I don't,
I don't like it.
But,
I mean, like, some people, like, use it, I guess, like, if you're really, really good mates with them. But you have to know them. You don't just randomly use it.
You have to know them. I wouldn't say it to someone I didn't know.
No, because that usually means you have a problem with them.
Yeah, and then because someone was like, hey, say it to them, like, hey, what's up, buddy? Like...
Yeah, no, that wouldn't have gone too well. So.
And then immediately they were like, who told you to say that? And I'm like, they did.
No.
All right, well, I think it's time for our question of the night.
Wait.
Hold
up.
All right, our final question of the night is, what is your best advice to everyone listening? How to stay positive in these crazy times that we live in?
I reckon, what I've found is literally just like, one thing that I have found has definitely gotten me through just anything in general is even if you're going through like a really, really shit time, it's just like kind of, I think the best thing is really just like taking a step back and do something that you love. Like just literally just go for it. Don't hesitate. If you want to do something, just literally do it. Because I know through doing that, like a lot of good things has come from that. I've been able to find myself personally as a person. And I think, things may be bad at the time being, but there's literally better things to come down the road. Like you literally just have to put your mind to it and just work for what you love, especially if you're really, really passionate about it. I think that made sense in my head, too, but I don't know if it actually translated in words.
It's beautiful advice. Yes. Thank you so much for joining us. And everyone, please go follow Mikaela's links and pages and go watch her drum and click all the notifications and like buttons and all that fun stuff. Hit the thumbs up. And we can't wait to see what else you come out with in the future. Best of luck to you. And thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for
having
me.
For watching. Thank you guys. And everyone say bye to Mel's tonsils. They're coming out.
Have fun.